How to wear thong underwear. Thongs are great if you want to avoid panty lines or wear something more comfortable. Finding the right thong to wear is all about choosing the fabric and style that's best for your occasion. Don't worry if wearing a thong is a little uncomfortable at first, over time, you'll get used to wearing them. Understanding thongs. Know about the different types of thongs. If you're new to the thong world, you've likely been exposed to various thong vernacular, but have no clue what it means. There are 3 general styles of thong: the traditional, the G-string, and the tanga samba. The traditional thong will have full coverage in the front and likely as a wide waistband, but narrows to a strip of fabric 1 inch wide or narrower that is slid between the buttocks. A G-string is a thong that has a very narrow waistband, typically a strip of elastic 1/4 inch or narrower. The thong part of the G-string is also very thin, so the only fabric is pretty much a small triangle in the front. A tanga samba thong is like a regular pair of panties crossed with a traditional thong. They typically have fabric that covers the upper half of the bum, leaving the bottom of your buttocks exposed, preventing a panty line. The rest of the underwear will vary depending on style, but typically has a thick waistband and lots of coverage. Understand what wearing a thong feels like. One of the many concerns by non-thong wearers is, isn't it uncomfortable? Although the idea of fabric being slid up your butt sounds mostly like a bad wedgie, most thong wearers agree that the initial discomfort is overcome almost immediately. Thongs are often considered one of the most comfortable styles of panties, especially G-strings, because there is so little fabric to become bunched up, loose, saggy, or uncomfortable in any way. Keep in mind that thongs aren't comfortable for everyone, and they may take some getting used to. If at first you don't love the feeling of your thong, don't give up right away. It is a typical experience for first-time thong wearers to dislike the feeling first, but after a few days of wearing thongs, you'll fall in love with them. 1. Try thongs made from different fabrics. Not all thongs are made alike. Just like regular panties, there are a plethora of fabrics, colors, and patterns to choose from. When it comes to thongs, it is generally recommended that you look for thongs made of cotton, as these are the most breathable. However, lace, silk, and satin are all common options. Lace thongs work well for minimizing a muffin top over the elastic, as the lace is very stretchy and forgiving in appearance. Silk and satin thongs are typically reserved lingerie-type use, but are certainly an option for those days you want to feel sexier than usual. G-strings have the highest likelihood of giving you a muffin top, because the elastic is so thin and likely to dig into your hips. If you wear a lace thong, keep in mind that the texture of the fabric may show through your tight bottoms, therefore countering the point of wearing a thong to hide your underwear. Wear a thong when you want to avoid a panty line. Thongs are typically worn for the purpose of avoiding a panty line in tight pants, dresses, or skirts. The problem with most underwear is that no matter how thin the material, you can almost always see the outline of the hem through tight bottoms. A thong remedies this situation, as pants are rarely so tight in the front that you see the front outline, but in the back the hem is safely tucked away by your bum. If you've never worn a thong before, try starting out with the tanga samba style. This will hide your panty line without giving you the wedgie feeling some people complain about. High-waisted thongs help prevent the appearance of panty lines on the hips, which is helpful when wearing a tight dress. Make sure your thong doesn't rise above your belt line. Sit down, bend over, squat, and do other similar movements in front of a mirror to test whether or not your thong becomes visible. If whale tail is a recurring problem, you might need to try a different size or model, avoid low-rise jeans, wear a belt, or simply cover that area with a long shirt. Even so, it's good to be prepared for making quick adjustment while you're in public. As you sit down, subtly reach around to the back of your belt line and check if your thong is sticking out. If it's exposed, quickly tuck it back and pull your shirt down to cover the area.